Okay, second part of our tour today, which wasn't planned at all this way, is to the cave. The cave, I can't pronounce the name. Anyway, to go in this cave, what?
I think we have to climb stairs.
Oh, no, I hope not. To go to this cave, we have to take what, Emma?
A train.
A train. And then we have to walk.
Rely on ourselves.
And then and then when we're done walking and looking, we go back on the train. So we have convinced Luca to come to the cave because we told him we were going on
and he's stuck.
Yeah, we stuck. We told him he was gonna ride a train. We just forgot to tell him that he also has to walk. So the cave's name is Postojna
Postojna.
Yeah, something like that. I apologize to all the Slovenians for how I pronounce it. Luca gets easily distracted by everything.
And then for some reason there's a hotel.
Yeah, there's a hotel here so you can enjoy the cave and then sleep. This is a train, see? They've had it for 200 years, the same train.
Cool.
Or at least they've had the train system, let's put it that way. Emma, you're right, we're going up the stairs.
I told you.
Oh, I think there is some people.
Some people. I'll stay with Mama. Are you ready, Mama?
I'm ready, Luca.
This train is gonna go super fast into that. Right now. If that train can now.
Luca,
Yeah?
say hi.
Hi.
Luca, say hi.
I did say hi.
Cosimo, Emma.
Are we gonna go?
And off we go. Okay. Luca. Luca. Look, we have to go over there, over there. Luca.
So clean. It's amazing. Look at that. Luca does not want to walk. He just wants to get to the train. Oh, these are almost connected. See? The top with the bottom. Guys, this cave is never ending. It's amazing. They say it's one of the best illuminated caves in Europe. And this is lazy Luca. One day, Luca's gonna have to carry Daddy on his back because he owes him big time. Just saying, Luca, so you know, when you watch this video when you're older, look what Daddy did for you. It's interesting to see how all these rocks have different shapes that kind of, if you look at them, like that one up there looks kind of like a dragon, like a sleepy dragon. You can entertain yourself finding the shapes. Hey, Luca got down. He's actually walking now. Let's enjoy this moment.
Okay, so this wasn't here.
Okay.
This was just a wall.
Oh, okay.
So what you do is when you got here, you have to walk all the way back to where we came. But then
They touch.
Oh, these are connected.
oh yeah.
So,
And anyways, they did it because, you know, you wanted to see more caves. Basically, there was a neighboring cave over here, so they dug a little bit, you can see. They dug a little bit to the neighboring cave, which now is like that, and it's very narrow.
so now you don't have to go back, but you just go around in a circle.
It's all a circle.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when they first discovered at the beginning of the 1800s, they opened it, and people, in order to come to see this part we're visiting now, they had to walk all the way that we did with the train. Then a few years after, they came up with this idea of, since it was mostly on the same level, to make a train. So they would take you directly to where you go and see the main part of the cave. And that's what we get to do today.
This is the lowest point of the cave. It's 120 meters below the surface
Oh,
of
wow.
This is the biggest structure that is Mother Nature made under here in completely darkness
That one,
in
right?
100,000 years.
To me, it looks like vanilla ice cream, kind of melted.
A lot of ecologists, they come here every year to study these animals.
There's over 100
150 types of
animals.
different animals.
Wow. And they all live in the cave. We're sitting almost in the front. Luca's asleep. He really enjoyed the cave. Daddy, did you enjoy the cave?
Yes.
It was awesome. Emma, what did you think?
Yes! Awesomely amazing.
Causey, what about you?
It was awesomely amazing.
Okay, so now we're gonna go back on the choo-choo train.
Awesomely
He
amazing.
doesn't choo-choo though. Luca really is all snuggled up. Okay, we're done. You can take your mask down. So today our plan was to go to this house and just stay there, and then we kind of got sidetracked with a castle and a cave all in one. So it was very different, right? The fun thing about the castle was that, wait, come here, was that we had the audio guides, which were fun for Luca. Because he
Push every button.
he was entertained. He kept on listening to the same lady over and over, and he talked to her too, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, lady."
Yeah. He said, when we were on the train waiting, like to go start the tour, so he said, I'm gonna call the man and ask him to go. And he was like, hey, man. And we were pretending to be the man, so he would just and
So they were having a conversation.
Yeah, and I said, okay, Luca, don't worry, 5 minutes. And you know, after he turned the so-called phone off, he told us, he said, the man said we have to go back to the camper van and leave. We were like, what?
But then he liked it, kind of. Yeah, then he fell asleep, so he really liked it.
Well, falling asleep was good for us.
Yes. So that was nice. They had these little audio guides, and you just put it next to your ear.
Awesome, cool house.
But they had the audio guides in the cave too, because they don't have enough English-speaking tourists. Or anyway,
Tourists.
yeah, so they have a lot of Germans right now, but because of COVID, they don't have a lot of the English-speaking people.
Because they were having
Germans.
Because they're very close to the border. This is considered a green zone for them, so it's a great place to travel to. So they had a German group, but they didn't have an English-speaking group, so they just gave us the little audio guides. And that worked perfectly for us. Now we're walking in in the street.
That's what they're doing. What they were probably doing was that there were some people who were Slovenian that they give the guide who speaks Slovenia. There's a group
Slovenian.
who's English, so that they have a guide that speaks English.
They usually have more groups. Now they only have 3 in a day because there's not that many tourists. So we were lucky that we were there right in time for the last tour of the day.
And one more thing.
Even though we could have just slept here and did this.
Yeah, sure.
And one more thing. Hold on, let me remember.
I'm gonna have to cut this.
Something still
So the person that discovered this cave his name was Luca. And
yeah.
when he discovered it, then it became like it's one of the biggest tourist caves in Europe.
Another big spot of nature.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so they made this. You could go to where we went today, but you had to walk there, and it was kind of difficult because it was illuminated with candles, not with the cool lighting they have today.
Even though back then you could just go in and you didn't have to.
It would be pitch black because there's no
But
shaft.
back then you could just like you could
sure.
do what you want. You don't have to pay anything.
You did.
And they invade everything always because they want to make it a touristic spot.
Okay, so anyway, so finally after 200 years ago they made this train that would take the tourist in the middle, in the part that was worth visiting. And the train is the one we took today, is still there. Now what's interesting, for me at least, is how we always fascinated by the pretty buildings we see when we go visit different sites around the world. But the underground, there's such a big and amazing world. It's cool.